The viscosity of a fluid is an important parameter which characterizes its nature. It tells you what its resistance is to flow. I measure viscosity of fluids all the time. I do it in a simple way. Imagine having two plates with the fluid placed between them. If I rotate the upper plate, the fluid exerts a force on the lower plate, and I can measure the viscosity by measuring the force on the lower plate. The faster I rotate the upper plate, the more is the force. And just by measuring that force and knowing the rotation rate, I can determine what the viscosity is. In fact, I have a very fancy instrument that does it. It's called a rheometer. This allows me to make very precise measures of the viscosity of a fluid. So another way of doing it is to use a capillary, a very thin tube. And you allow the fluid to flow through the tube under the force of gravity and just measure how long it takes. Of course, it's much simpler to measure the viscosity in very simple ways, just to measure how long it takes to flow. For example, we can take a pail and put a little hole in the bottom and measure how long it takes for the fluid to flow through this hole. Or we can take a cup and put a hole in the side of it and measure how long it takes for the fluid to drain through that cup. The more viscous the fluid, the longer it will take. And in fact, that is what we'll do in the laboratory.